Hello, and a very warm welcome back to Simple English Learning. Today, we are going to build something together. We are going to build a bridge. It's a bridge that will take you from the feeling of being lost and overwhelmed when you hear native English speakers to a place of confidence and clear understanding. Specifically, we're going to tackle one of the most powerful and accessible tools for language learning today. Podcasts. Have you ever tried to listen to an English podcast full of excitement only to turn it off after 2 minutes? The speakers talk so fast, they use slang and idioms you've never heard. The sounds all blend together into a wall of noise. It's a frustrating experience, and it can make you feel like you'll never be able to understand real, natural English. If you've felt this way, I want you to know that this is a completely normal part of the learning process. Your listening skill is like a muscle. You can't go to the gym on the first day and expect to lift the heaviest weight. You have to start small and train it consistently. That's why today, I am giving you the listening blueprint. This is not a collection of random tips. This is a step-by-step, structured system that will take you from feeling like you understand nothing to comfortably listening to and learning from English podcasts. This blueprint is designed to build your skills, your confidence, and your motivation one step at a time. So, if you're ready to stop feeling intimidated and start truly listening, let's begin building your bridge. Blueprint. Step 1. Choose the right tools. The right podcast. This first step is the most critical, and it's where most learners make their first mistake. They choose the wrong podcast. They jump directly into a podcast made for native speakers about a complex topic like economics or politics. This is like trying to learn to swim by jumping into the deep end of the ocean. As a beginner in listening, you must choose a podcast that is made for you. Your first tool must be the right tool. What makes a podcast right for a beginner? 1. It's made for learners. Your first podcast should be specifically created for people learning English. The hosts will speak more slowly and clearly. They will use slightly simpler vocabulary and explain more difficult words or idioms. Search for terms like ESL Podcast, English for Beginners Podcast, or Learn English Podcast. Our channel, Simple English Learning, is a great example of this style. 2. It's short. Your listening muscle gets tired quickly. Start with podcasts that are very short, between 5 and 10 minutes long. A short podcast feels achievable. Finishing it gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to continue. Listening for 5 minutes every day is far more effective than trying to listen for an hour once a week. 3. It has a transcript. A transcript is the written text of everything the host says. This is your most powerful tool. It's like having the answer key to a test. A transcript allows you to check your understanding, identify new words, and see the connection between the spoken sound and the written word. Do not start with a podcast that does not provide a transcript. 4. It's interesting to you. Even if a podcast is designed for learners, if the topic is boring to you, you won't stick with it. Find a learner podcast about a topic you enjoy, whether it's stories, news, science, or daily life. Your interest will keep you motivated. Your mission for this first step is not to listen and understand. It is simply to find your starter podcasts. Find 2 or 3 podcasts that meet these criteria and subscribe to them. That's it. This is a small, achievable first step. Blueprint. Step 2. The 3-pass listening method. Once you have your short, interesting, learner-friendly podcast with a transcript, it's time to actually listen. But we are not going to just listen. We are going to engage with the audio using a structured method. I call this the 3-pass listening method. You will listen to the same 5-minute audio 3 times, but each time with a different goal. Pass 1. Listen for the gist. No transcript. For the first pass, just listen. Put the transcript away. Don't stop. Don't pause. Don't worry about words you don't understand. Your only goal is to answer one question. What is the main topic or general idea of this audio? Are they talking about food? Travel? A personal story? You might only understand 20–30% of the words, and that's perfectly fine. You are training your brain to relax and pick up on the key ideas, the tone of voice, and the context without panicking about the details. After the first listen, try to write down one single sentence that describes the main topic. For example, this podcast is about a man's trip to Japan. Pass 2. Listen for details. With transcript. Now, it's time to use your superpower, the transcript. For the second pass, you will listen to the audio again, but this time, you will read the transcript at the same time. This is where the magic happens. Your brain will start making connections. You will see the words that you couldn't catch before. You'll think, oh, so that's what they said. You will see the spelling of new vocabulary. You will see how words connect and blend together in natural speech. For example, how going to becomes gonna. As you listen and read, use a highlighter or your finger to follow the text. When you encounter a new word that seems important, pause the audio and circle it. Don't look it up yet. Just identify the unknown words. Your goal in this pass is to move from understanding the general idea to understanding the specific sentences. Pass 3. Listen for language active study. After the second pass, take a break from listening. Now, you will work with the transcript. Look at the words you circled. Look them up in an English learner's dictionary. Write down the new word and its meaning. But more importantly, write down the full sentence from the podcast where you found it. Context is everything. After you have looked up your new words, it's time for the third and final listen. Put the transcript away again. Listen. One more time. This third pass will feel completely different. You will be amazed at how much more you understand. Because you now know the vocabulary and have seen the sentences, the audio will sound clearer. The speaker will seem to be talking more slowly. This is not magic. This is the result of your active study. This final listen solidifies the new language in your mind and gives you a huge confidence boost. This entire 3-pass method for a 5-minute podcast might take you 20–25 minutes, and it is an incredibly effective and active way to learn. Blueprint. Step 3. Graduate to intermediate podcasts. After you have consistently used the 3-pass method with beginner podcasts for a few weeks or months, you will notice something incredible. The beginner podcasts will start to feel easy. You will understand almost everything on the first listen. This is a sign that your listening muscle is getting stronger. It's time to add a slightly heavier weight. It's time to graduate to intermediate podcasts. These are still often made for learners, but the hosts might speak a little faster, use a wider range of vocabulary, and discuss slightly more complex topics. Many learner podcasts have different levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced, so you can often just move to the next level of a show you already like. You will still use the 3-pass method, but you might find that you need the transcript less and less. Maybe you only needed to check a few specific words after the second listen. This is progress. The goal of this stage is to get your ears comfortable with a more natural speed and a broader vocabulary, while still having the safety net of a transcript when you need it. You are increasing the challenge, just enough to keep growing, but not so much that you feel overwhelmed again. Blueprint. Step 4. Enter the real world, native level podcasts. This is the final and most exciting step of the blueprint. This is when you start to cross the bridge into the world of real English. You are ready to start listening to podcasts that are made for native English speakers. This can feel intimidating again, so we must be strategic. How to succeed with native level podcasts. 1. Choose topics you are an expert in. Start with podcasts about your hobbies or your profession. If you are a graphic designer, listen to a podcast about graphic design. You already know all the technical vocabulary and concepts in your own language. This prior knowledge provides a huge amount of context that will help you understand what is being discussed, even if you don't know every single word. 2. Focus on monologue podcasts. First, a monologue is a podcast with just one speaker. These are generally easier to understand than interview shows or group discussions, which have multiple people talking over each other, using different accents, and speaking very informally. A single clear speaker is much easier to follow. News reports, storytelling podcasts, or educational shows are often good monologues. 3. Let go of 100% understanding. This is a crucial mindset shift. You must accept that you will not understand every word, every joke, or every cultural reference. And that is okay. Fluent speakers don't always catch 100% of everything either. Your goal is not perfection. It's comprehension. Did you understand the main story? Did you learn something new? If so, that is a success. 4. Use the transcript as a tool, not a crutch. Many popular native-level podcasts also provide transcripts. You can still use a modified version of our listening method. Listen once for the gist. Then, if you feel lost, you can skim the transcript to find your place or look up a key term. But try not to rely on reading along with the entire episode. Use it to help you. Then go back to pure listening. This final step is about building your endurance and your confidence. The more you immerse yourself in real, authentic English, the more natural it will become. Conclusion. You have the blueprint. So, there it is. Your 4-step blueprint to understanding English podcasts from zero. Step 1. Choose the right tools. Start with short, easy podcasts made for learners that have a full transcript. Step 2. Use the 3-pass listening method. Listen first for the gist, then for details with the transcript, and finally for language after you've studied the new words. Step 3. Graduate to intermediate podcasts. When the beginner material feels easy, increase the challenge slightly to keep your muscle growing. Step 4. Enter the real world. Start listening to native-level podcasts on topics you love, and let go of the need to understand 100%. This blueprint works because it is a gradual, structured, and active process. It respects the fact that listening is a skill that must be trained. It builds your confidence at every stage, so you always feel capable and motivated to take the next step. Your journey to understanding starts with a single 5-minute podcast. Find one today, try the first pass, and you will have laid the first stone of your bridge to fluency. Thank you so much for joining me today at Simple English Learning. I wish you the best of luck on your listening journey. Happy listening.